Welcome to Pastor's Chat today. Well, we're coming to a new psalm, Psalm 83, which the title tells us is a song, a Psalm of Asaph. This is the last of a dozen psalms that were written by a man named Asaph. Remember Psalm 50, then also Psalm 73, all the way through this psalm, Psalm 83. Now, on this last Psalm of Asaph, we have probably a pretty good idea when it was written. It was written on the occasion of 2 Chronicles chapter 20. Now, 2 Chronicles chapter 20 is one of the most interesting chapters in the Bible, in the Old Testament especially, as Jehoshaphat is the king of Judah, and his city, Jerusalem, is surrounded by advancing armies. A confederation of at least 10 different nations come together to destroy Israel and to take over their pasture lands. And Jehoshaphat, it says, he feared and set himself to seek the Lord and proclaimed a fast throughout all Judah. And so Judah gathered together to ask help from the Lord, and from all the cities of Judah they came to seek the Lord. And so he comes, he fasts, he prays, he gets the nation to pray, and then it says that God gives them a prophet who comes upon a prophet in verse 14, and he is one of the sons of Matthethiah, a Levite of the sons of Asaph. So his name is right here, Asaph, in the midst of the assembly. And then this prophet had a message for Jehoshaphat and the people of Judah. And he said, "Listen, all of you of Judah, and you inhabitants of Jerusalem, and you King Jehoshaphat, thus says the Lord to you, do not be afraid nor dismayed because of this great multitude, for the battle is not yours, but God's. Tomorrow go down against them. They'll surely come up," and he tells why they'll come up, "and you will not need," in verse 17, "to fight in this battle. Just position yourselves and stand still and see the salvation of the Lord who is with you, O Judah and Jerusalem. Do not fear or be dismayed. Tomorrow go out against them, for the Lord is with you." And Jehoshaphat falls on his face, worships the Lord with this great news from the prophet. And then when they go out to face the enemy, he puts the Levites, the singers, the choirs out front to face the enemy. And they begin singing the praise to the Lord. You can read it here in 2 Chronicles chapter 20. And then the enemy destroys themselves. They begin fighting amongst themselves, and they destroy themselves. And Judah, Jerusalem, Israel, they don't have to do a thing. God takes care of them. Well, that's the occasion we believe behind this psalm. So as we read a few verses, maybe you can see this. Now, first in verse 1, the Asaph points out, oh God, basically says, do not keep silent, O God. Do not hold your peace, and do not be still, O God. He starts this psalm with the two names Elohim and El, God. And then he ends the psalm in verse 18 with the two names of God that are Jehovah and the Most High God, El Elyon. So let's read. And so verse 2, he tells God, please see what's happening. For behold, your enemies make a tumult, and those who hate you have lifted up their head. They've taken crafty counsel against your people and consulted together against your shelter ones. They formed a confederacy. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be remembered no more. For they have consulted together with one consent. They formed a confederacy against you. The tents of Edom and the Ishmaelites, Moab and the Hagrites, Gebal and Ammon and Amalek, Philistia with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher is also joined with them, and they have helped the children of Lot, Selah. And so this confederation of 10 nations have surrounded Israel and said, we're going to destroy you. Sounds like Hitler, sounds like Haman in the book of Esther. But my friend, God always stands up for his people, and he stands up for you today, and he stands up for his church. We don't have to worry. The church and you are in good hands with the Lord when you seek him with all your heart like Jehoshaphat did. God bless you, and you have a wonderful, wonderful day.